This is the Serengeti as never seen before. Viewed through the eyes of East African guides Richard Knocker and Jombi, award-winning wildlife photographer Paul Joynson-Hicks and inspirational filmmaker Eliza. For the first time in decades, this extraordinary wilderness stands almost empty, a unique but bittersweet time to be here. Over 8 days, they'll be bringing you a rare glimpse of the Serengeti and all its inhabitants in a visual diary. We hope this encourages you on your own Serengeti safari, so together we can continue to conserve this precious wilderness.
Jombi, it's you and me today! Woohoo! Woohoo! And as you can see out there, we have got a beautiful morning waiting for us. I have no idea. What are we doing this morning, Jombi?
Today we're gonna go look for copycats.
We're gonna look for copycats. Cats on copies. It's very early, Jombi, so why are we out so early?
Paul, this is the best time in the morning to be out, especially when you're on safari, because sometimes the cats are active in the morning, and this is the best time before it gets too hot.
So look at these stunning flowers we've got here. This is called Maerua, and you see each of these flowers is like an explosion of stamens. Do you see that? And you've got the female part, the style, right in the middle there. And it's actually a very close relative of capers. So if you like eating capers in your salads, this is actually the caper. Let me find you a good one. You see here, this flower bud here, that is a caper. So next time you're eating a salad, I want you to peel this apart very carefully with your knife and fork, and you will find inside it, look at, you see all these wrapped up stamens in there? They're just in there. You can untangle them. So there we go, Maerua.
Okay, this is just amazing. We've got the first dawn of the early light. We've got the baboons on the rock. Oh, it's just magic. It's just magic. And I'm just doing exactly what I did the other day. So I've got a wide open aperture at f5.6. I've blurred out the background. But what's making this picture so beautiful is that early morning light. So always remember, early morning light, it's so important. And the late afternoon. Fabulous. Oh, it's such a lovely scene, this. These young baboons doing a little bit of grooming in the early morning. And Jombi, does the grooming have any other particular role apart from just taking the fleas and ticks off?
Actually, baboon have that sort of called a allo grooming, which is it really form it's social bonding, and it's a typical baboon behavior.
Now, do you think we would be nicer as a species if we did more grooming together?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So should we as a team do a bit more grooming?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, talking about social bonds, look at this. The female, it's got its young, I mean, it's not even a very, very, very young, but it's feeling safe and snuggled in the early morning light. Look at that. Who doesn't want to be snuggled up to their baboon mama?
So it looks like this was actually a natural death. When we first got here, some of the vultures already had blood all over their heads. So although there was a hyena feeding on it, he definitely was not the killer, because they would not have been able to get at it before he was done. That young hyena that was feeding there. And I love those big lappet face. Did you see the way the smaller vultures were already feeding, and then the big lappet-faced vultures, they flapped in and just dominated the kill. They were doing that, what I call the John Wayne walk, with the head held low, feathers all fluffed up, and they make themselves look huge, and they kind of strut in, and they look so impressive. And all the other vultures just backed off. It's so cool.
I think what I enjoy most about filming vultures on a kill like this is the noise. It just sounds like a sort of pack of siblings all fighting and arguing, and
No, they don't play nicely, do they?
they don't play nicely with each other. No, they're all quite bestial, and it reminds me of my little nephews sometimes, actually.
I hope you're watching this. So we heard reports of this mama with small cubs somewhere in these kopjes, and we've been poking around. It's quite difficult driving, finding a way through the rocks. And I've just seen a little cub bottom disappearing behind the rock there. When we first saw them, the milk bar was open. It was a big cat dairy. And the cubs, they were lying up on a flat rock up in the sunshine. It was still cool then, of course. But then as it got warmer, they moved away into the shade. So we came around the other side of the rock, not really expecting to find them. And here they are. So 2 lionesses now, Stumpy from before, from last episode. I don't know if you remember her. And the mama, and the cubs have just had a good suckle and gone away to lie in the shade. Yeah, so these cubs are quite small. They look to me to be a little bit under 2 months. So very cute.
So the thing is, Jombi, is that when you're out on safari, we always love all the little things, the botanics, the birds and everything, and we had a lovely baboon sighting.
Yeah.
But you can't help but get excited when you see something like what we just seen.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's like decorating something. There's always something that if you have it, you get excited. Wow, this must be here.
Yeah.
And that's what we have been looking at.
Totally.
We saw beautiful lights, baboons,
beautiful copies,
beautiful copies,
empty, beautiful copies.
But once you see the big cats, it's always exciting.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
Noisy Egyptian geese flying past. Yay! Right now, please, can we go and have coffee? Boom! Coffee! Yay!
Now you say it.
So Ricardo, because he's a guide, has guided us back to the lion cubs of this morning, and the mamas are lying around, not doing anything.
Doing that cat thing is what they're doing.
And so we're just waiting for the cubs to pop out, aren't we?
We are. That's cuteness.
It's a typical lion behavior that they just keep the heat of the day, hide, and around like 5:30, sort of like the alarm was turned on.
Yeah.
They all came out.
Absolutely.
They start playing, and it was really nice to see that.
It was lovely. It was a really lovely ending to the day.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Eliza, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday.
How old are you now? How old are you now?
I'm not
How
saying
old are you, Eliza? How old are you now? No, Eliza's 21.
Yeah.
Edie, we love you.
21.
You're the best. Happy birthday. We didn't forget.